Hello. Is this working? Alright, I'm just gonna get right into it. This is what is left after what happened around, I want to say 14 hours ago, of Connor's canvas. Now, this site probably isn't what you guys expected to come to, but worry not, I do have screenshots of what happened in the last. Well, I technically only have like one or two screenshots of what happened roughly 14 hours ago, and one screenshot that happened around 24 hours before the end of the canvas. So, we are gonna probably compare those two. If you want to see what the final canvas looked like, you could probably find screenshots of that on, I think, the Trash Taste Reddit. But I didn't have time to take screenshots of the last moment because I kind of blinked and I missed it. I'll be honest. But I can probably explain to you what happened during those last moments. So, I think this is the right image. This is what the canvas looked like around, I want to say 13 and a half hours ago. If you would like to compare that to what we have here, there's your side by side. So, what happened was people had, after the canvas ended, the mod of the canvas allowed people to only use white. But this is after they accidentally, I believe, deleted the entire canvas at one point. So people were drawing their own things. I think a couple minutes later, the canvas did come back. People were able to draw over it again, but again, only in white. Then at some point, I fell asleep and it became like this that you see over here. But this also is not the full story, and I do not have final screenshots of the final hours of the canvas. But what I do have is a screenshot of the canvas around, I want to say, what, like, yeah, around 24 hours before the canvas ended. So, if this wants to change, here we go. This is what it looked like around 24 hours before the final hour. There is quite a lot to take in, as you can see right here. So, we are gonna slowly take it in, and I will probably try my best to verbally explain what happened to what portions, at least the portions I remember. Because, oh boy, was there a lot. Like, I think I tuned in, I went onto the canvas around 12 hours before it ended. Then, like, about an hour before. And even in those, like, couple hours, so many things changed. But let's get started with analyzing this, because honestly, I mainly focus on taking the screenshot at this time, and I just wanted to see how things developed, since, I got the screenshot and all. So, as you can see here, and throughout the entire canvas, well, at least some bits, Germany is a major player. You can see bits of their flag absolutely everywhere on this canvas. Like, I think Germany had a massive faction that was working on here throughout the entire thing, which will become relevant a bit later when we talk about Otsu and what happened there during the final hours. But, this corner, a lot of things changed. Let me pull up an image of the canvas a day before this screenshot was taken. So, I forgot to pull this one up. But, yeah, here we go. As you can see, yeah, many things changed. So, let me just quickly attempt to modify these. I'm forgetting how to... Okay, here we go. Alrighty. Yep, that's the image. Alright. I need to crop this a lot more. How large should I even make this? Gee. Okay, there we go. Now it is, well, it's more manageable. Christ, you can see how large these files are. But, so, comparing this to the day before, Ukrainian flag stayed the same, but, Fox Milk has been, erased, as you can see. Replaced with, if you can see right there, Zen and Henya. Honestly, really cute, though. I need to uncrop. Oh, shit. This is gonna be a bit difficult to see, but bear with me here, as I have so many things to show. The Triforce was completed. A little smiley a little uhu face was drawn in there. We do have Sana over here. If is my mouse even showing? Wasn't. Oh shit. Sana over here, which I don't think was there before. So she was drawn in last minute. Another thing that was changed was, I believe, this. This kind of replaced that brain fucking image. If we scroll over a bit over here, we do see that Rainy Ho's little portrait was taken over by Mousy and Bubby. So let me just again uncrop. So that was taken over by this right here. You can see Dio's ass right there in both pictures. Up here, we do have some more additions here and there. Precious Family stayed the same, which I'm surprised. Gura over here changed a bit over time, but she's still alive. Which again, I'm surprised by. Mousy, I think, replaced Mel in the corner at the last minute. I'm pretty sure it stayed that way. This Selene over here basically survived the entire time. Like, even when I checked back yesterday, well, not, well, for me, it was technically last night, like, what, 14 hours ago. This stayed there the entire time. Like, throughout all the recordings I have of this was just prevalent there. And that is also the case for a couple of other things. Such as, if you scroll over here, this dog. This dog managed to somehow stay alive through the entire thing. At the end, it did get a couple of modifications here and there, but the idea that the dog was there remained the same. I think at the end, it did end up shooting laser eyes at Chris down here. It had like lasers coming out of its eyes. It did sadly pierce the cinnamon roll over here. That also survived for a while. I don't think it was there before the dog, but it's hard to say. You can kind of see the helmet of the dog being formed in the before shot. Mume over here is kind of being taken over, but I think she got blown up, literally, by a nuke at the end. I'm pretty sure over here with Niro-sama, a bit of drool ended up going over Vidal's sexy abs. Don't know, I don't remember if Dio changed much from last, well, yeah, a couple hours ago, but scrolling down, we do see a lot of again, a lot of this corner like remained intact for the most part, I think, which was very surprising for me. We're gonna get down to this area later since that is a much larger mural, but for now, we have a lot more to look at. Let's see. Linus, as you can see, was completely destroyed, replaced with a cat, which he kind of got corrupted in his own way. Let's see. Ooh, down here, the portrait of Mousy and Connor drinking beer was finally completely destroyed. Uh, you, oh, okay, you can kind of see a couple remnants of it in the like around 24 hours beforehand, but now looking at it, it is completely gone. There are like no traces of it left. You can kind of see bits of Mousy, like the bottom corner of Mousy by the thighs over here. Oh wait, no, that's not showing. Th thighs around here. There used to be bits of Mousy, but now that's gone. But we're gonna get to that later. I'm surprised this stayed. The pixel space. But pretty much anything over here, this area, was replaced by, well, this. I don't remember if that managed to stay alive till the end. What I do remember staying alive were the quintuplets over here. I have no clue how they managed to live through, like, what, 4 or 5 days of artwork? So, again, I'm surprised by that. We scroll down, we're gonna see a lot more Nero-sama. Oh wait, is that even showing? No, it is not. Right there. Where Nero-sama just kind of took over, honestly. Like, random mass parts of this canvas, and I have no explanation on why that is. Let's see, the center of the canvas is going to be hard to show. But, I'll try my best. We're going to get to that the mural on the left. No, the right-hand side later. God, I can't even tell anymore. Down here, again, all traces of Mousy has been destroyed. The portrait completely gone, but that's kind of the point of this canvas. Vadal is, well, somehow still alive over here. But over here, there used to be a Giga Chat over here. He was kind of replaced by an anime girl. As you can see in the before, like even 24 hours before this 24 hours, so like 48 hours before the end, Giga Chad had already been replaced by Anime Girl. But, he still had her sitting on his head. But over here, there was a huge push to get the huge V Shoujo present near the end. This, for the most part, remained kinda untouched. I know bits down here, Mel and a couple others, were modified a bit during the final hours of this canvas. But for the most part, this remained, how should I say this, present in one form or another. What also remained until, well, the last hour or so, was Otsu. The Otsu community is something else. But the reason why they remained till the last hour was, well, of course they asked for help from a ton of other communities on here. but they also are very diligent at keeping their profile up and in shape. I think they were deleted at one point by the forming of the Giga Chad, but they did make a comeback. However, at the very end, as you can see from the thumbnail, uh, right here. Oh, whoops, wrong one. This it? Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna hide this real quick. This is what they became. They were kind of attacked by the void. Connor led a, what you can say, one final push to erase Otsu from the canvas. And I believe it did succeed, but he did get banned for mod abuse, as you can see from his Twitter. Because he was essentially telling the mods to just give him more pixels to work with. And I think they only banned him after he came back from bathroom break. Down here, though, this entire corner was completely deleted and changed for a Neurosama Chainsaw Man crossover, essentially. If we scroll over here, let me just pop this back on screen. Yep, there we go. Yeah, comparing the last, well, 48 hours to the 24-hour image, not much in this corner changed, honestly. Well, except for this. But, aside from that, I don't think too much changed. I think this Corone over here survived, along with the Soletta, for the most part, till the very end. Like, they somehow managed to get out unscathed. I think this is Zen Cube over here did get, painted over at some point. If we head over here, to the other side, you can see that Ina had been, well, in some ways, kinda deleted. The Takodachis somehow survived the entire time, though. I am surprised by that. Henya over here also survived. This portrait down here, though, did not. I believe, I remember now, I believe Rainy Ho did make an effort to change that. She did replace this portrait in this corner, using her own fan base. I feel like that was kind of an act of revenge against, well, this up here. But, down here, another Henya sprouted up, which I'm surprised by. The monkey finally got deleted. The pink corner was kinda blotted out, but it did seem to actually spread pretty far up. I don't see the trans flag anymore, but I think that might be covered up by this, which, as you can tell, is a new addition. And so is this Nina over here. Valk's mom will always be living on in my heart. I think these, these EVs and evolutions have also been added. That was new. Though I'm pretty sure, again, this corner, for the most part, also remained untouched, except for a bit of, I believe, Rainy Ho's portrait. I don't remember if Waldo was here or not. I think that was also added within like 24 hours. No, it wasn't. He was there before. I see him now. But was that everything? Because honestly, there is just so many details to try and remember. I know this Ariel over here survived. She survived the entirety of this, which is really noteworthy, honestly. I think Ukraine at the end did get deleted. But, like, I'm surprised at how many small communities managed to stave off the void at the very end. or they just remained unnoticed. I forgot another thing that did also remain throughout the entirety of this event was this Zen for some reason. I don't know why this Gecko Zen survived the entire time, or how she even survived the entire time. But every time I came back, she was there. I even checked in at the very end. She remained there. They did manage to cover up her nipples with a bra of some sort, but, well, Zen managed to survive. So props to her, I guess. Let's see, where the hell did that take me? Holy shit, I accidentally zoomed out. I don't remember if this Bubby was here either, though, now that I'm looking at it again. I do plan on uploading around like 4 screenshots of what I have up to Twitter and potentially the Reddit, like Trash Taste or Reddit. But for now, I do remember. Okay, let me move this real quick. I do remember this Chris over here being changed slightly. I think again he was being lazed by the dog up here, so that's to be expected. Oh, I think I remember something. At one point, I think a giant Zen did appear somewhere on the left-hand side of the canvas, but I don't know exactly where. I'm pretty sure Pixel Space over here also survived for the most part, but that's hard to say. At this point, you're just listening to like the accounts of a war veteran, you know? I can't tell, you can't really tell what is what, but I can tell you again for sure, Otsu was, in the end, voided out. I mean, they did keep slight bits of the border and some small parts of the letters, but I think at the very end they were finally voided out. But holy shit, you need to make a really conscious effort just to try and get rid of Otsu. Like it took what I want to say a community of around 4,000 people at least just to attempt to face Otsu. Like holy shit. I'm surprised this German over here survived till the end though. Like you can even see it in the thumbnail. It survived. But I do remember one thing at the very end. The servers were absolutely shitting themselves. Like they could not handle the traffic, honestly. Like it took like what, a couple minutes for just a single pixel you placed a while back to even appear. Like it was so slow. Of course, like over here was where all the main action was, because you know you have Connor himself leading a raid against Otsu. There were probably some people here and there around the canvas changing a couple other things near the end, but there was just so much action going on that it's really hard to say. Here we go, this is a much better way of doing this. Like, there's just so much here. My goodness. Yeah, this is probably going to be very short, but I think that's where I'm going to leave it. You can probably find the final screenshot on Reddit, or potentially Twitter. But this is not it. This is 24 hours before the reckoning, honestly. So if you're interested, yeah, search Reddit or Twitter. That's probably where a ton of people have already posted it. Or you could wait for Connor to release his VOD of the final hours, because he does also, in that VOD, there is also a time lapse of what happened to the canvas. I think parts of the beginning and parts of the end were cut off, but that's like what I want to say 5-6 hours. I mean, that's still a ton of content you're cutting out, but that VOD should pretty much explain everything. In that content, well, you have the VOD to watch, which will show a good chunk of the canvas changing, or at least Otsu changing. Because again, that's where all the action was at the very end, just trying to delete Otsu. But I'm hoping that the time lapse will be released somewhere online because it's very interesting to watch. I highly recommend it if you're watching this. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this. I will see you guys next time. Then, bye.